welcome to another episode of Kamado Turk BBQ. First of all, before we get started, I just want to do a couple footnotes on what's going on. So, it's summer, it's now raining constantly, and it's wedding season, but we're not allowed to go to weddings. So, I thought, you know what? Let's do something where we all enjoy, usually in a Turkish traditional wedding, and that's lamb shank, right? So it's called Kleftiko in Cypriots. It's called Incik in terms of Turkish. So it's a nice bit of lamb shank, and what you get here is, you know, it's quite a juicy. This is like the premium meat that you get in weddings. So everyone knows about that one. So what we're going to do is today we're going to do it on the Kamado Joe Big Joe, and we're going to put it all together with some nice vegetables. We've got some potatoes, we've got some onions, and we've got some garlic. We're going to herb these all up with lovely rosemary and thyme, olive oil, and I'm going to put it in for about 200 degrees Celsius, and then get some colouring on the meat. And then what we're going to do is with tin foil, we're going to close it all up, let it steam up to get to that nice internal temperature of 95 degrees Celsius, so that it falls apart when you take it off the barbecue. So just quickly wanted to say also, thank you for everyone that's subscribed so far. It's been challenging for the last 2 months, but it's been interesting, and it's also been really exciting and fun. So thank you for subscribing, and keep your questions coming in. I do have loads of plans still coming up. You know, I'm thinking of doing a bit more traditional Turkish stuff. So please subscribe, and you'll see what I'm going to be posting in the next couple of weeks, hopefully. So here we go. What we're going to do is now we're going to get these marinated. Like I said, salt, pepper, some rosemary, some thyme. Put them in the foil, and then get the Kamado going to that temperature of 200 degrees Celsius, so that we get that nice oven temperatures again. And then I'm expecting to cook this for about 2.5 hours max. But yeah, we'll keep you in tune. So see you soon. Right, so here we are. So we've put our coal into the Kamado now, and our temperatures have been rising in the last 10 to 15 minutes. The dome is nice and warm, and our temperatures getting to that 200 degrees Celsius that we're waiting for before we start to close off our vents, and also on the bottom vent as well. And at that point, we'll be able to stabilize the heat so it doesn't rise anymore, and then we'll install our deflector shields as well, which we'll be using today in our cook, because we don't want direct cooking, we don't want direct heat cooking. With the deflector shields on, we'll have that oven style of cooking that we want, slow, for the next 2 to 3 hours of lovely, juicy, tender cooking. Okay, so we've nearly hit that 200 degrees. Once we hit that, I will be closing off this vent to the first step, maybe a bit smaller, a bit closer, and also close off the bottom vent as well. And here we go. So we've installed the deflector shields, we've got the meat out now as well, but also my meter on there as well, the thermometer, which is going to tell me when, you know, the temperature of the heat of the meat is starting to raise. The idea I've got here is we've packaged these up in like foils and paper. But actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to open these up so that they get the nice colouring beforehand and the flavours from the charcoal itself. And then once we hit the internal temperature of 65 degrees Celsius, then what I'll do is I'll close the paper up and then we'll leave it in there until it hits that 95 degrees Celsius core temperature. And that's the fall off bone temperature. So here we go. Now the temperature's dropped at the moment. That's because we put those deflector shields on there. This will rise back up slowly. So until then, what I'll do is I'll reopen up the vents and we'll put the meat on there now. Oops. Perfect. Right guys, so this cook has actually been very quick. It only took 1 hour and 45 minutes and the smells that's coming out of this is unreal. We've rested this for about 10-15 minutes at the moment. Now the other ones I'm going to put into the cooler, let it cool down and let it rest a lot more. But let's just open this up. I'm telling you, I can't believe how this smells. But let's open this up. Oh wow, guys. That is exactly what I was expecting. Ha! Look at that. Smells phenomenal. Just going to give these potatoes a taste as well. Oh guys, honestly, I'm just going to make myself a little thing. Potato, let's get a bit of that. Roasted onions, some of that garlic that I've got in here as well, like this, and then, honestly, I'm just going to show you now, look at that juiciness on the lamb. It smells amazing. Okay. Moment of truth, guys. Wow! That is good. I'm gonna go in for another one. By far, the best lamb shank I've had. Cheers.